Sorry, I popped in there a minute or two late. I was loading a baby into a car, so that threw me off a couple of minutes. Let's see. Can everybody hear me okay? Should be able to hear me okay. Yeah. Looks like we're live. Everything's cool. So y'all chime in there. Let me know if everything's cool or if there's any problem with the audio. I think we're doing pretty good though. Appreciate you. Where is the Pod Go update 1.4? Hear that Line 6 is going bankrupt and cannot pay the employees. Could this be the reason for the delay? That's it's funny. I guess stuff like that probably gets started, but no, man, I don't believe that's the case at all. I don't know. I mean, if they were bankrupt, I would have been gone a long time ago. I'd be the first one they got rid of. So, and I'm still here. But thanks, Kartik. Hope I'm saying that right. Let me know if I got that wrong. But yeah, Sheldon. I don't know about that, but thanks for posting so we can look in on that and maybe we can let you know something soon. I haven't checked for an update for my Pod Go in a while, to be honest. But I'm actually thinking about doing one of my upcoming live streams with Pod Go. So if you guys have any input for that or questions, let me know. And as always, put your questions in the comments there and let us know what stuff you'd like to see in the future. So today, other than I'm good, no, sir. Thank you for asking. So anyway, today I'm just going to run through all these overdrive pedals. I created this preset lining up like all of my favorite ones. And I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to kind of go through for people that aren't familiar with like the HX stuff. There's just so many good overdrives and they're just all so luscious that I don't know, it's just fun for me. So that's what I'm gonna do, and probably talk about a couple of little personal preferences when it comes to overdrive pedals. But let me just kind of clean up my sound here and make sure you guys can see my Helix editor. Waiting for that to connect. Connecting, and it'll probably disconnect. For some reason, my editor always disconnects when I'm doing this. But there we go. So you can see it now. And if it goes out, you guys let me know. So yeah, I just created this preset with just kind of what I considered sort of a versatile amp. There's a few of them that I thought about using, but I just went with this one. The Grammatico Bright, in honor of my good friend, my friend John Grammatico, who's here in Nashville. So, John, if you're out there watching, I'm really anxious to come out to your place and jam. So, yeah, I hope that offer is still open. Okay. Let me stop just for a second here. I got a question. Can I show this? Not sure if you guys can see that or not, but Craig and Lisa, I'm not sure who, but I bet it's Craig, said his Catalyst arrives today. Do you have a favorite effect on the amp? I don't know if I have a favorite, but I have 2 or 3 that I really love, Craig. I would recommend the Boutique, which is just such a great sounding, it's kind of modeled, everything is kind of roughly, loosely modeled. So, you can't quite put your finger on some of the traits that, or characteristics that some of the amps have. And that's kind of done by design. But the boutique amp setting is really great. It's one of my favorite. And then there's another one on there. I like all of them, but the boutique, and then the dynamic amp setting, which is just like this mysterious sci-fi amp. I shouldn't say that because it's not like it sounds weird. It sounds like just a really cool dynamic guitar amp. And so I would recommend checking out those two. But if you just want a good clean sound, the super clean setting, I think it sounds great. And then just go through all of them. But yeah, those two, the boutique and the dynamic, are kind of my among my very favorite sounds. And then as far as effects goes, what do you like? I mean, the reverbs are stellar. The delays are great. I would just recommend going through all those. But reverb is something I kind of wanted to talk about, reverb and delay, when I was talking about overdrive pedals today. So let me see. Let me get that off of there. So yeah, we got another comment here. Let's show this. Cristiano says a lot of repeated stuff. Instead, I would like the Shoe Riot MXR Distortion Plus, the Governor Marshall Ice Delay polyphonic pitch shifter that eats less DSP. You and me both, man. That's a very DSP intense, effect. And I'm not sure what you're using, if you're using like the full Helix or if you're using the Stomp or what, but those pitch shifters do eat a lot of DSP, and I'm not sure what you're going for. What's up, Andrew? The man, the myth. Thanks, bro. I'm not sure what kind of effect you're using for the pitch shifter, but I created a patch that's up on the custom tone page. You might want to check out. I think it's called Eerie Space, EERIE, Eerie Space, like Eerie Space stuff. So check that out, man. I tried to rig it up to where it was less DSP intensive. So yeah, go type in my name, probably Tony Camponovo, and on the custom tone page, and see what you can find. From me, that's in it should say Eerie Space, and that's a synth patch I made using the pitch shifter and all that stuff, and it is quite DSP. It's that effect in general is just a DSP hog. Here, let me pull this up real quick for you. I can get my Helix to stop, or my Helix editor to stop disconnecting with OBS. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys. Okay, yeah. So this guy right here. And I know this is, I didn't mention that I was going to be talking about this stuff, but it's whatever you guys want to talk about, honestly. So let's just look at this for a second. This Eerie Space, and I think I may have done a live stream with this a few months back, but I don't know. If anybody would like, a more thorough breakdown of this, let me know in the comments or something. But I made this guy using the poly pitch effect, and as you can see, I had to really, I use both lines. I connect both paths into one big one, so I can conserve DSP and put some of the other effects after this pitch on the next line, because stuff like that just eats up a lot of DSP, and a lot of times I'll do that with amps as well. I'll put, like, if I have a preset that has 2 amps, which I can show you here in a minute. One of those I just did recently, but I'll have maybe 1 amp here at the back of my first path, and then I'll put the second amp that I'm going to use right here on the first of the bottom path, and then I'll put them on an A/B switch so I can switch back and forth. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys would like to talk about that more in like a future live stream, because I struggle to come up with topics myself, honestly. So let me know. I want to know what the people like. So anyway, there's that. But enough about that. But that's a good Cristiano. That's nice topic. Thanks for giving me something to talk about there for a minute. I hope some of that was helpful. But yeah, go check out that preset on the custom tone page. Okay, how are we doing with questions? Let's see. Right on. Thanks for the feedback. I'll let you know. Craig, my pleasure, man. Have fun with that. You're gonna love it. Did you say which one you got? Your catalyst. Which catalyst did you get? The 60, 100, or 200? I have the 100, I believe, and my gosh, I love it. I actually took it to a jam the other night. I did a gig up in Nashville, the East Side Jam. So if you guys, any of you live in the Nashville area, come out to the Inglewood Lounge on Sunday nights. Sometimes I'm there, but they're always doing a jam there, and they have different guys hosting it, but my buddy Jody hosts it. I brought this to that gig Sunday before last, and you know, I was not running through a PA. Oh, you got the 60. Sweet. Very cool. You're going to love it, man. It's a great product. I think we hit a grand slam with that. But I brought my 100 to a show the other night, and it was hanging. And I just decided that night, I was like, you know, life is just, you know, I was feeling lazy. You know, I got a new baby, I guess, so maybe it made me lazy. But I didn't feel like bringing a pedal board or anything, or even a Helix. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I was just feeling lazy. So all I brought was my Catalyst 100. And I actually, it was funny, I brought my DL4 Mark II just in case I wanted to plug it in and show it off. But I was being lazy. Like I said, I didn't even run it. I just ran the foot switch from the Catalyst down, you know, from the amp, and that's all I had. And I didn't even use that, really. I didn't really use it. I think I set it on the Boutique or the Dynamic, you know, and then I just went for it. So, yeah, if you guys want me to talk about that more in the future, let me know too. I would love to demo that guy all day. It's really fun. Picks a lot. Sorry, I have no idea about that, you guys. Let's see. Does Line 6 have any plans to make a Noble's ODR1 type effect, lauded by Tim Pierce as Nashville's secret weapon? I don't know. I have nothing on that one. But thanks for the question. Maybe somebody will chime in there. So anyway, guys, okay, I think I've been talking too much. Y'all probably sick of hearing me. So let's listen to some overdrives. I made this big, beautiful menu. And I just want to kind of go through the ones that I like the most, and then talk about a couple of little features in them. So we're going back on track here. We're talking about distortions. First of all, I have this Grammatico Bright amp, and I think it's, I can't remember if I tweaked it at all. I think it's just kind of set like it comes out of the box. Although I did make sure the mic was all the way. I think it may be like 2 inches or 2 feet away when you first select it, so I put the mic right up to it. That's the 1x12 cab. So there we got that. Now then, let's start having fun. This first one I have here is the Kinky Boost, and you know, some of you guys may already have a Helix, or you may know about this stuff. But the Kinky Boost is based off the Exotic EP Booster, which is like the preamp from the was it the Echo Park? Some analog delay machine, you know. This was like the basically a feature that was in that, and I know if you look at that, you know, some of the demos of pedal and stuff, though, people will say, like, you know, you so good you'll leave it on all the time, and I totally agree with that. So just check out this preset. It's pretty vanilla. And that's, you know, again, I've got the normal drive turned down, and the drive on the bright side of the drive, I have that cranked. I don't think I did anything except move the mic right up to it. It's got a little breakup already. Yeah, Kartik. I believe you're right. Echo play. So now let's turn this guy on and see what it does, and I'm just gonna have it set. Once again, this is happening here. We don't have to really see my Helix controller. I'll let you look at my ugly mug while I'm talking about it. So now I've turned it on. anything. I just turned it on. So here's again with it off. Turned it on. So you can tell it just kind of beefs everything up. You get a little bit of a mid boost, and there's like a tinge of something, fuzz or something. It almost like, I feel like it adds sag to my tone. I don't know if that's real or if that's just something that I think I hear in my head. Now let's turn the boost on. Was just go down here to the boost and turned it on. Let's turn the bright on. Single coil action going with it. I think if it sounds good with humbuggers, it's probably going to really sound good with a single coil. Craig, I just saw your response. It is Craig. Cool. Pretty sweet, huh? And that's just the kinky booster. So, it's kind of like talent in a pedal. So let's move on. I'll turn that guy on. And, gosh, I'm suddenly running behind. I spent too much time talking about Catalyst and stuff, but so what? Thank you, Craig. Santiago, hey man, or yes, hello from Tennessee. Thank you for the kind words. And yes, Pixelot, the Kinky Boost is awesome. I really love it. So another one that's very popular, guys that already have Helix, I already know that you know this, but this Minotaur, which is based on a Klon Centaur. Thing there, so let's maybe see what it sounds like with a little more gain. It sounds killer. Awesome. So I'm going to move along since I took up so much time earlier because I want to get to something else here. But the Tima, this was built based on the Timmy overdrive pedal. Let's see, which was the Paul Cochran Timmy, and of course there was the Tim, I think, and then the Timmy was like a smaller version of the same thing. But this one here is just like my perfection, No extra charge for all those wrong notes I'm playing there. This is also my warm-up for the day. Okay, so moving along, let's see which ones. This heir apparent, go ahead and touch on that. I think this is interesting. This is from based on the Analog Man Prince of Tone. And do I have it on yet? Let's turn it on. Really interesting saturation from this. So here's. Let's see, got a question here from Scott. Said, hey Tony, could you upload that patch? Scott, do you mean specifically this one here that I'm using with the overdrive pedals? It's not that fancy of a thing. I just kind of put all the overdrives on one preset just so I could show you. But yeah, man, I mean, if you're talking about this one, I can totally load it to the custom tone page. So yeah, just let me know for sure if that's the one you're talking about. Very cool, very cool. And then moving on. Sorry, there we go. I gotta reconnect. Okay, so that was the heir apparent, and now I'm going to go to the Tone Sovereign, which is also another Analog Man model, which is the king of tone. Let's see, so turn this one off, and Tone Sovereign. Getting tired of playing in A. I'm tired of my licks. Yeah, Kartik. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, Helix gets it all so close. The difference is absolutely negligible and not worth the extra hassle, to be honest. I could not agree more, man. I'm right there with you, dude. Helix changed my life. I don't know what that says about my life, but, you know, it just made everything so easy and recording-wise, you know. You can just go USB into a laptop and you're good. Okay, y'all. I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty soon, so I want to touch on something that kind of was the main thing I wanted to talk about today, which was stacking overdrives. And I may have talked about this before, but it's been probably a year or so, probably 2 years. I discovered this way of getting like this sound from using multiple stacked overdrive pedals that basically had everything about distortion that you like without the distortion, and that probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But one reason I have all these in here is because I wanted to kind of show you guys what that's like. And seeing as how I have this Kinky Boost in line first, I'm going to turn that one on first. Now, what I learned years ago was that if you use several overdrives, you don't have to turn the drive or the gain up super high, and then you stack more because they start to compress and you get like this compression and sustain. Also thank you for the kind words there, Kartik. He said my licks are great, y'all. Better listen to him. I think he's onto something. Yeah, basically you do like what I think sometimes it's referred to as like a cascading gain type thing. So I just wanted to talk about that a bit because I really like doing this when it's available. And I think the Kinky Boost is a perfect pedal to show this with. And I'm going to use that kind of as my first one, and then I'm going to, like, you know, have it spill over into some things. Now the Minotaur, it's just obvious, but let's check it out. Now I had turned the gain up a lot earlier, so now what I'm going to do is turn it down to like 2. So let's see what we're dealing with here. So here's the I've got the Kinky Boost on, and the boost and the bright are both turned on. I guess we don't have to have those both on. Let's turn it on. Now then, let's throw in our Minotaur. Now, already, you see this massive increase in sustain. So, you know, that's set pretty low. I'm going to set it down even lower. Like, let's go to 1. Sorry, I can't stop playing blues licks in A. Does any other guitar players have that problem? Surely not. Okay, now let's throw the Tima in there, because it's also such a perfect... Those two pedals right there, man, are just like chocolate and peanut butter. They're so good. Hola, Ed, my friend. Cheers. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. I'll turn the gain down there a bit too. Now we have the Kinky Booster, and along with the Minotaur and the Tima, and the gain, as you can see, is set relatively low on everything. The overdrive to get the crisp butt tone. Here, let me put that here. I honestly don't know which one he uses, but I mean, dude's got, you know, he's a Line 6 Yamaha guy, so I think he's probably got some presets on the custom tone page that you can load. I never talked to him about it before when I met him, as far as like what pedals he uses. There's so many good ones on here, you know, you can just kind of go through them and pick something. But I don't know, check on the custom tone page and just like put in his name and see if you can find anything, because I agree, he does have some sputtery sweet tone, really good. But you know, tone comes from the hands, so you guys like that stupid cliche? So yeah, I have talked myself up against the clock here, so I'm gonna have to call it for a day. But you know, I hope this little part here was interesting for you guys, showing how I stack these overdrives. If I want to get real extreme, I may hop down here to the end and put on this Horizon drive. The Horizon drive is another thing I wanted to touch on, but I ran out of time. This pedal is so cool, and it's not just for playing metal, although it is great for that. So I just turned it on top of everything. I turned off the, which one was it? The Tima. So I've got the Kinky Boost, the Minotaur, and now the Horizon drive. And the Horizon drive does not require a whole lot of drive to be slamming. It's just made for that. little bit of Horizon Drive, and it's cranked pretty low, but it's on top of some other stuff. So you see, I've just got this motion of sustain because I've stacked 3 of them on top of each other. Craig, thanks for tuning in, man. What the? Look at this. Kyle Cardenas says he's in Texas. Kyle, did you move to Texas, or are you just there? I mean, I know you're doing the stuff with Warm, but did you actually move to the greatest country in the universe? That's interesting if you did. My buddy Kyle here. I wish I was where you are, and I do miss Texas, but I love Tennessee too. I just love it all. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, dude. Good to hear from you, man. Shoot me a text. Call me. Tell Andrew I said hello, man. Miss you guys. Both of y'alls. Anyway, guys, that's all I got time for today. Unfortunately, I've got to run after this live stream, so I've already gone over. But I hope some of this was helpful for you guys. And, let us know what you want to hear about, what sort of stuff. I'm going to be back next week subbing for my buddy Nick Bell, and I believe maybe won't tell you what I'm planning on talking about in case I change my mind, but tune in again next week. I'll be back and I'll play some more licks. Guys, please follow me on Instagram. Check out my YouTube channel as well. But I would really love it if you guys would subscribe and follow me on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook too if you want. But anyway, appreciate everybody. Stick a fork in me. I am done. Kyle, good to hear from you, man. Tell Andrew hello. Thank all you guys for tuning in. Tony Camponovo here signing off, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.